So step one of the cattle panel fence is done. And I could not be happier. This was quite a bigger project than I thought it was going to be, but it's done. I have to, I'm flipping one door to the other, one gate to the other gate. So I don't need two gates. I only need one gate. This whole back area is done. And now I can start pulling out all this stuff. So yeah, this has been a great project. I am thrilled we finally finished. And look at this. Well, it's the middle of the afternoon. I have been out hunting and gathering. So I have been looking for an Italian prune plum. I have one out back that never fruits. I decided to leave it. I'm still looking for one. But I was down at my feed and seed, and there's a guy down there who grows lots of different varieties. This tree looks so nice. I decided, and it was $28. So I thought, you know what? It's in a 5-gallon pot. That's a pretty good deal. It's a Superior Plum. I've never had them. It's supposed to be self-pollinating. The reason I decided to get it is because they bloom later. So a lot of times plums or other fruit trees that'll get hit with frost, this one blooms late enough, it's supposed to be past the frost date. So I've removed all the wood chips from this area. I started to trench out the hole. This plum, on the way home, it tipped. It has just been potted up. So it was a bare root tree, I'm pretty sure, and they just threw them in pots. The bare rooted trees were much smaller and they were $20. But I thought for 28, this tree was in much better shape. So I'm going to plant it today. We're supposed to get 3 to 4 inches of rain by the weekend. So we're going to have, it'll be flooded around here for sure. But you can see how black my soil is, and this, we just had a lot of rain. So the soil's pretty damp. I am going to give it a good drink once I get it planted. I'm also going to use the magic dust powder again, the mycorrhizome inoculate. It has to be exposed directly on the roots. I'm also, since this has just been potted, I am going to shake a lot of the dirt off so I know exactly what I'm dealing with. How many roots, how I can spread them out. I don't want them to be root bound. I don't want to get 10 years down the road and have them all gnarly looking and have them dying. So this, I want to give it the best start that it can get. We are at 33 degrees. Nothing has really broken dormancy. A lot of buds are out. But I mean, honestly, it's still pretty nice. We get these hot snaps like 72, it'll be a 98 in the hoop house, and then all of a sudden we get thrown back into the 20s. Um, so this guy, and then I'll come back out later and prune it. I have a meeting at 4 o'clock on edible perennials by the state of Alaska. So I want to hurry up and get this in the ground, get it watered, get it inoculated, and I'm going to go in and do my workshop, and then I'll come back out and prune this. I'd like to keep it in a dwarf state. I don't want it to get over my head. I want it to be so I don't have to get on a ladder to pick the fruit. And that's your prerogative. When you're buying a tree, prune it to where you can take care of it. Just work on it. Oh my. Yeah, this was just potted, but there are no, they trim the roots. The flare of the tree is right here, and you do not want that below grade, your soil grade. So the big trick for this guy is to get it level, and let's, this is a grafted tree. The graft union is right here. The flare is right here. I want the flare above the ground. And I would much rather plant a tree too high than too low. If you plant it too low, you're going to suffocate it and kill it. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of inoculant around the roots. Okay, I'm going to give it a drink, and then I'm going to top dress it with compost. So you can see where this is where the graft is, and the root flare is right below that graft, right there. So I want to keep that above ground. I'm going to dump some more soil in, and tree planting, if your soil is this nice, goes really fast. So this is my homemade compost, and it's really nice. Okay, when I step on this, I'm not tromping on it so hard that I'm smothering the roots. Those roots still need time to breathe. So you're not going to suffocate them. So you're just tapping it in lightly. And then I'll probably give it one more drink. Oh, lovely. So this tree is not out of a big box store. It's from a local farmer. And support your local farmers. They're going to need the help this year. This is called a circle dance. And every spring, and I am not going to stake this. We have 50-mile-an-hour winds coming in either tomorrow or Thursday. It looks like both days are really windy, but I'm going to go ahead, put some of the wood chips back around it. And this year, because of the drought we had last year, I'm getting tree bags to fill with water so that they get my apples kind of got forgotten last year. So we will see how they do. I do see some buds on them, but I sure didn't help them last year with no water. And I'm going to bring some fresh wood chips in and make sure it's probably going to get mulched a good 4 to 5 inches because I want those roots protected. So that's it. That's as easy as it can get. This was very easy because it wasn't root bound. It was just planted. Was it worth the $8? Yes, it was. So I'm going to go in, do my meeting, and then I'll be back out to prune. Like there's some broken branches here and here, and then I'm going to top it because I want the majority of the fruit to go this way. So, but this has lovely form. It's a nice looking tree. It's got green buds on it. I'm excited. So, all right, back in an hour. That'll give it time to kind of settle down too. Okay, I have a lot of broken branches here, and I'm going to remove those. And I'm going to take a fairly large header cut, which I am going to take it out right there. And that looks pretty severe, but that is okay. Now the rest of these branches, this is very thin. I'm going to cut this back. So these are tip cuts. And boy, that one's not even going to support fruit. So we're going to take you back. You're broken. You're pretty weak. We're going to tip this guy back. Tip this guy back. Okay, this is in a dormant state. So I'm okay doing this. I'm going to let this guy come off. I'm going to tip this guy back, tip, and tip. So one of the things that we just did was you saw the root ball, and the root ball had been pruned. So I am taking some energy away from. I want this is its first year in the ground, so I want the roots to be really established well. So by taking off so much of the cuts, and I'm really not taking off more than, and this one I might come back and try to push this one down a little bit. It's at a 45-degree angle. I'd rather have it a little bit the other way. But this plant fruits along the stem. I doubt we'll get any fruit this year, but next year uh, we should be able to get some fruit. But I would like to keep the height of this where I can still pick it. Um, and now I've given the roots a chance to really get in and get settled. These once it produce leaves, leaves produce energy to feed the roots. I have enough branches left where I'm doing that. So that's all there is to it. I have 2 apple trees down here. I'm probably going to tip cut those this year. I tip cut them last year. I header cutted them last year, but they have no exterior branches. So now that my entire cattle panel fence is up, I'm going to remove their cages to let their branches go laterally. And I did buy some protective stalks. I don't even know, trunk supports for those because I think we have rabbits now. We lost our 2 feral cats in the neighborhood. We don't know what happened to them, but they were so good at keeping down the rabbits and the mice. And I came out to the garden last night and we had 2 bunnies back here. And I haven't seen bunnies in so long, so it was nice to see the bunnies. Um, so this is now pruning season, and also anything that's got leaf curl, you want to spray your peaches. I have a Carlesi viburnum in the front that gets leaf curl every year, so I'm also going to spray that. And I'm going to spray that with a copper fungicide. Then we have rain for 2 days, so gardening is going to be really, it's going to be, I don't garden, I am the fair weather gardener. I don't garden much in the rain. So indoor sports, so I'll be canning tomorrow. And yeah, I'm ready to get outside, so I'm a little disappointed. We're supposed to get a lot of rain, 3 to 4 inches of rain. So there won't be much going on, but thanks for watching.